special event where I'm gonna meet the filmmakers and the characters behind Big Hero 6. And here I am with the superstar of this super cool movie, Baymax. Here, Baymax! Hello! He is huggable, he's very soft. Ah, very, very soft. Hello, hello Baymax. Okay, I'm gonna be doing everything here. I'm gonna be doing karate, sushi making, and also attempting some cartooning, I think, doodling some of the characters from the movie. And we'll be reporting on all this great fun. Bye! The film is absolutely thrilling. It's been uplifting, great to start a year like that.
That's great.
And in my view, there are, I mean, I'm cover for London Mums magazine, and beyond London really, but with the social media, as you know. And Big Hero 6 is the main character, Baymax, is really like a mother figure.
Yeah.
I could see myself. I kept saying, and my son said, "Mommy, this is like you." Keeps asking, keeps touching me. Say, "Are you alright? Is this what you had in mind?"
Well, you know, Baymax is the ultimate caregiver. You know, so yeah, he's motherly, he's fatherly, he's brotherly. I mean, you know, within the structure of the film, he actually becomes Hero's surrogate big brother. And what I love about the film is that it has so much to do about family. You know, and here's a boy who loses a major member of his family, and not only Baymax, but the whole team come in. And it's neat to see how friendship transcends into family. And I know in my own life, I have many friends who I would go to battle for because they're part of my family.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, all the Friends group are also quite quirky, and each one of them represents something, you know, like the strength of the big, you know, friend who's obedient to the law, and then always obedient, and then the other ones. Everyone, what would you say about the other characters?
Well, I think, you know, when you look at the characters, they all, first of all, they're all intelligent.
Yes.
You know, that's something that I'm really proud about too, is that this film really celebrates intelligence. It celebrates, there's a thing called makers in America. Makers, people who go out and build things. And they actually have maker conventions. And these kids would be going to maker conventions. They'd be showing their inventions. It's almost like they're cool because they're smart. And for me, that's really important.
And it's very inspirational, especially, I mean, I've seen like the reaction of my 8-year-old son, and he's into technology, he's a maker, he builds stuff out of Lego and Meccano, all the rest of it. And it's very, very inspiring. And you can make anything, really, and if you just work it out. And
but I think
this
that's
is
part of the message.
It's very, very good message. I mean, especially these days. I mean, it's not like there is violence, of course, justified, but it's not for the sake of it. There is a reason, and it's very...
Well, it's interesting, too, because one of the things that I'm proud of is that we have a superhero film that has no guns. So to me, that's, you know, I mean, that's part of what we try to do. And I think that, you know, there's so much entertainment, there's so much action, there's so much humor, and yet there's this big emotional core and this big thematic core. I mean, that's really what I'm proud of, is the thematic core. It really, when you walk away from this film, particularly as a parent, I think it's great that you can talk to your kid about it. You know, someone told me in Los Angeles that they didn't know who enjoyed it more, themselves or their child.
I certainly did.
You know, and then sat down and spent the next morning talking to their child about the film. It's something you can share, and I think that's really terrific.
We already had great conversations about this
Excellent.
film. When you came up with the story idea, and did you want to target more boys, or I mean, it's clearly very, very, you know, boys absolutely love it, because Frozen has been dominating. I mean, in Disney world and family world, Frozen has been the center of attention. But I must say, I love Frozen, but I'm a girl. But the boys group, my sons, the boys group, they say, oh, but Frozen, well, it was good. Of course, they can't say it's not good, but they find this is the Disney answer to them. I'm saying this is for you specifically.
Well, I think when I make a film, I really don't think boy or girl.
No,
I want to make it for everybody. In this particular film, I think that you have 3 really phenomenal female characters, who are very intelligent and who are very giving. And you have, Honey Lemon, you have Go-Go, who might be my favorite character because she's so tough. And then you see that really compassionate side in her. And then the third is Aunt Cass, who was kind of the head of the family, So here's a single mom who is sacrificing, everything for these boys. And I think that's one of the things about the film is that we talk about heroism and what heroism is. And in essence, heroism is about selflessness. Baymax is selfless, Hero learns to be selfless, and everyone around him is selfless. So that's, to me, that's a great thing.
Is Baymax the ultimate superhero? I mean, he's no Marvel, he's no Spider-Man, he's no... is this the real superhero?
I think the message of selflessness is huge in this, and I think it's a message the world needs to hear, and I think Baymax embodies that, and it's a lesson that Hero learns. And so, yeah, I would say if I could have anybody in my corner, it would be Baymax.
I absolutely love the San Francisco.
Me too.
How did you come up with that idea? I mean, it's genius, really.
Thank you so much. Well, we're in very close discussions with Marvel because Big Hero 6 is based on a relatively obscure Marvel comic called Big Hero 6. And once we chose it, the Marvel guys really encouraged us to take it and make it our own. They said, don't worry about setting this in the Marvel universe. You can really take it and do what you want with it. And so we got very excited by that, about the idea that we could create our own world. And so we wanted to take the Japanese aesthetic, because Big Hero 6 was essentially a Japanese superhero team, take the Japanese aesthetic of like Tokyo and apply it to a city like San Francisco, which has a lot of very recognizable landmarks, because we felt like, it can make a really cool and interesting new thing that is still recognizable.
Yeah, I mean, it's because you've got the nerdy core.
Yeah,
you're from San Francisco.
We got a pretty solid nerdy core to this film.
And the aesthetic of so it's actually very easy to understand that this is a mix of the two cities.
Yeah, and we did a lot of research.
Maybe not for an 8-year-old, because I had to explain, and he found it so cool when I explained it.
Oh, really? And we also wanted it to be sort of slightly futuristic, but not so futuristic that it becomes sort of a cold, distant world. We want it to feel very lived in and grounded and essentially believable, and just a place that you would want to go and live.
Absolutely. Well, when can we move in?
I'm waiting.
In terms of designing the character, because you were involved in the design, right? Yeah. And Baymax looks like a mother, really.
A mother, really?
I mean, I'm at like London Mums magazine, like the mums, but it's even like it is. I feel like Baymax sometimes. With my own child, and my child looked at me and said, "Mommy, you are like Baymax." And I thought, this was designed based on someone's thought of their mother.
That's really interesting. I never thought of it in those terms. We were always wanting him to be, we always wanted a huggable robot, and moms are just infinitely huggable. So maybe in that term, we were thinking of that. But, he's based on a real technology. It's called soft robotics. Oh. And I discovered it at Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh when I did a research trip. And I'd never seen anything like it. And the idea with soft robotics is that they're making robots that are made of vinyl, that are inflatable, that will be used in the healthcare industry in the future. They'll be essentially healthcare companions like we have in the film. And so that's where the idea of a soft robot came from. And his shape, we were just very interested in the idea of him being kind of round and appealing.
I have an interesting question from my
can't wait.
son.
Let's
He's
hear it.
really keen. He loves airplane. There are so many interesting flying objects and humans and nerds, flying things
Flying
and people,
nerds, yes.
flying nerds. And but we didn't quite understand, or he didn't understand what were these flying engines in the sky.
Yep.
So he was very fascinated by
Okay,
them.
they are, again, we did a lot of research for this film, and I was always looking at technology that is maybe like 5 to 10 years down the road. Again, to kind of keep things in a believable frame. And I came across some prototypes of these wind turbines that are essentially inflatable. They're like zeppelins in a way, that can access the really, really high, strong winds in the sort of upper atmosphere. And they're like terrestrial wind turbines that generate electricity, but these can get much higher. And so they're really high-level wind turbines that can generate electricity. And it's based on a real technology. We just took the opportunity to. What I loved about them as well is that it's sort of an environmentally friendly technology, but also it makes the city really interesting because they can have bright colors on them, and we tried to key them so that they looked like they had a Japanese aesthetic to them.
Yeah, we didn't understand if they were like there for a reason or if they were just decorative.
Yeah, they're kind of both. Again, it was that
Yes.
slightly futuristic thing. I thought, how cool would it be if the city is powered by these really high altitude wind turbines?
They look like engines from an aircraft.
Yeah.
Really,
yeah, exactly.
they're very fascinating. And in terms of design, drawing the characters, do you think I felt like it was very soft, not very CGI. Not very CGI, so it felt really, really, the characters felt really soft and like in the old Disney movies. It is different about this.
It's just a testament really to our character designers. We have amazing character designers. Shiun Kim did the initial designs, and then Jin Kim kind of followed up. And, we just, there's sort of a history of great character designs at Disney, and we always put a premium on appeal. They all have to have a very strong aesthetic appeal, and that's such a staple of all Disney characters. And so we just put a lot of thought and effort into making them very appealing, very just cute, and make the kind of characters that felt really believable as well.
And you certainly succeeded in
Thank
that.
you.
And I think this is a super cool movie, and it will be probably in the years to come one of the best Disney movie of the last 10 years.
Oh man,
really.
thank you so much.
Yeah, well, it is, I think, the answer to Frozen. Did you think it was like more for boys or girls, or just general?
No, we don't necessarily think that way. We try and make movies that everybody can enjoy: moms, dads, kids, boys, girls, grandma, grandpa. So, it was very important for us to do that, and to make sure that we had strong female characters. Go-Go and Honey Lemon I really, and they're very different, but they're both very strong female characters. And Baymax is a character that I think is sort of everybody can relate to. Men, women, boys, girls. Everybody seems to love that robot.